debate. We have Vincent from Germany and Samuel from Hungary debating the subject of tree planting to help fight climate change. Vincent, Samuel, how are you feeling? Are you ready to step into the spotlight?
I think so, yeah. I'm well prepared, so very confident here.
Yeah. What about you, Samuel?
It's the same. All I can say is, let's get ready to debate.
Great, that's the spirit.
Let's go.
Now, before we dive into the first debate...
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Vincent, ich muss sagen, viel Glück.
Oh, that was impressive.
Charm, intelligence, all of our debaters. You already shine and you haven't even started. Okay, let's get to know Vincent and Samuel a little better.
Hello, my name is Vincent Weigl and I'm 14 years old. I'm representing Germany and my hometown Haibach in this debating tournament. I started learning English with Helen de Ron 7 years ago after my mom decided to found a Helen de Ron English Learning Center here in Haibach near Schaffenburg because she couldn't find any other comparable way for me to learn reading and writing in English in our vicinity at an early age. That's why I absolutely love speaking English, because it is just such a beautiful language and culture that enables me to communicate with people from all around the world. When it comes to this debating course, the main reason why I chose it was probably that debating already belongs to my life every day, because I often debate with my parents and so on. Because of that, I think it would be a huge honor and a great experience to win this debating tournament. Last but not least, I would like to thank Helen de Ron herself and everybody in the Helen de Ron franchise for providing such a wonderful, easy and fun way for children from all around the world to learn English. And to everybody else out there, if you work hard, you can achieve anything. Or as Walt Disney put it, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Hi, I'm Sam. I've been learning English for about 13 years now. I really like it because I can speak with people of different cultures, and it's a really good sounding language. It's easy to learn. It's also really convenient because most games and TV shows are in English, and this helps with my vocabulary. I like this tournament because it really helps me to blow off some steam. I really love to argue, but I can't because I live in a strict household. So this tournament really helps me to practice my skills. I can argue with anyone over anything, anytime. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Kicking off our first debate is Samuel, who presents the proposition. You have 1 minute. Take it away, Samuel.
We should plant trees to combat climate change because people have been doing it since the 13th century. There was a Portuguese king, Alphonse III, who planted an acacia forest known as the Pinal do Rei to hold back encroaching sand dunes. There is also a movement to do this today to hold back the Sahara Desert, known as the Great Green Belt Initiative. It was founded in 1977, and they have planted more than 70 million trees since. Also, there are some other positives. For example, they sequence carbon dioxide, they regulate the water cycle, they provide shade, they enhance the community, and they create jobs. So that's where I would like to rest my case.
And your time is up. Well done. Thank you, Samuel. Now it's time for the composition's rebuttal. Vincent, the stage is yours.
I got your point, but I can't quite agree. My opponent thinks that planting more trees is the best way to combat climate change and a lot of other things. But as we are debating only about climate change, combating climate change in this debate, I would like to say that according to newest research, any given figure that supports the combat of climate change through trees is criticized as overhyped and unreliable, and is one of the most easiest ways for businesses to greenwash their products, like airlines luring their customers to believe that they could reduce the carbon footprint through reforestation programs. However, even tropical forests are only the fifth most efficient ecosystem when it comes to storing carbon dioxide after the tundra, seagrass meadows, mangrove forests, and salt marshes. Secondly, planting even 1 trillion trees will not remove as much carbon dioxide from the Earth's atmosphere as would be needed to save our planet. Instead, scientists suggest we could cut our annual carbon dioxide emissions by about 10% if we stop cutting down trees now. That's why I believe that planting more trees is not the most effective way to combat climate change.
Thank you, Vincent. You may now give your closing statement. Proposition, it's your turn to give your closing Composition, it's your turn to give your closing statement.
In conclusion, we have had many compelling arguments on both sides of this issue. However, after careful consideration of the evidence, I believe that my position is the stronger one. By showing that trees, when it comes to storing carbon dioxide and cooling the Earth, are only at the bottom of the list of those ecosystems that can really make a difference, I have demonstrated that planting more trees isn't the best way to combat climate change, and we must stop using trees as an excuse for more carbon emissions and instead invest our little time and resources in protecting other ecosystems that are better at storing carbon. Ultimately, there's too much talk about numbers of seedlings planted and too little focus on how to keep those trees alive and working with local communities. And there's not enough emphasis on how different forests sequester very different amounts of carbon. There's too much talk about trees and not enough about other carbon-storing ecosystems. Therefore, I urge you to support my position and help us move towards a better future. Thank you.
Fantastic. Proposition, it's your turn to give your closing statement. You have 1 minute.
So in my argument, I've touched on the historical aspects of this type of foresting to help combat climate change, and I've also spoke about the other benefits that it would have, which are certainly not undeniable. Also, the opposition team said that we should stop, or we should reduce our emissions. However, that would be really hard to enforce since corporate lobbying is a thing in our society today. Also, I'd like to point out that there aren't that many untouched tundras and marshlands. You can see that the Everglades in Florida have been devastated in the last 50 years. And they now sequence less carbon than, for example,
And your time is up.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
this concludes
thanks.
our first debate. Wow, good job, everyone. Vincent, how are you feeling now that it's over?
So a lot of weight has come off my shoulders as I'm through with my first debate now, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this competition, however it may go on.
Yes, and how are you doing, Samuel?
I'm really confident. I think I've made some good points. But, you know, the judges will decide, and I'll be happy with whoever wins it, because Vincent was really great. I enjoyed it.
Wonderful.
But you were great too.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Helen, what's your take on planting more trees to help the planet? Do you have any additional comments on this topic?
Plant more trees? Well, I'm a strong believer in that. It's very ancient technology.
You can never have enough trees.
Absolutely. I've got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of trees in my garden.
Amal, anything you'd like to say to our brave first pair of debaters?
Well, first of all, you were both so well prepared. I thought that was incredible. I learned a lot listening to both sides of the debate, and it's very interesting. It's very, very fun.
How about you, Pamela? Anything you'd like to add?
I would like to say that the use of expressions and language was very commendable from both sides. Both of you had valid arguments, and it is quite a conundrum as well for me to decide which debate to go with.
Lizelle, what were your impressions of this first debate?
I'm very impressed about the extent of research that they've done. You know, they both knew exactly the points they wanted to make, and they were very confident about their debate. So I'm very impressed. Well done.
I am very impressed too. Thank you, judges. We look forward to hearing your decision of the end of this round.